All right, we're back. It's been a few days, but it's time for another World Cup playthrough. We have Calamity Bay Golf Club by Matty from Canada. So, Matty he is in Group D, I believe. Yes, so he is in a group with Ryan J. McConnell and Rich. Skinny Post was in that group, but he did not finish. So Maddie brings us Calamity Bay Golf Club. Um, I'm very curious to play this one because Maddie kind of changed ideas midstream, kind of sort of late in the contest, and then all of a sudden, once he got going with this, things got crazy for him at work. So he kind of had to rush to the finish line and said he didn't finish it. But I'm kind of curious if to what extent I'll pick up on that because Maddie's one of my favorite designers, as evidenced by where I picked him in the Dream Team contest. So we're going to play pin 3. And I've got my trusty 281 driver. We're playing our usual way. No scout cam, no follow cam. We got Who Dat Matt here. All right, we got plenty of golf carts in the backdrop there. That's always good. Okay, so here we go. I won 4 points, so that's how it turned out for me. And I'm pretty sure Maddie went undefeated as well. So, all right. So number one, we're long par 4, but it's downhill, so it's functionally a short one. It's a question of are we going to run out of fairway here? I don't think we will. I'm guessing the green really does not accept a shot from the right, but I don't think we can carry that bunker on the left, so you kind of got to figure out how close you want to play to it. Well, the grass looks a little subdued for by Maddie's standards. But it looks like the clubhouse is like up on a hill there, and you're playing out towards the water on the first hole, so you get a nice backdrop right off the bat. Okay, so we got a pretty lousy angle here. I think we may be okay with the sand wedge here. Well, we got the fist pump. All right, we're inside 10 feet. Okay, so the green's maybe not. I mean, if the pin's in the front, sure, maybe, but doesn't seem overly punishing from the right side, which, for an opening hole, it's just kind of a driver wedge. Got the next tee box right close by. Looks like we're kind of heading up that way parallel to the road, maybe. Unless we're going across. Alright, so we're kind of getting teased with the ocean right off the bat. And then we're turning back inland. Got a big waste bunker to cover. We got the dunes, like some dune system off to the right there. Okay, so we're going back kind of parallel to the first, back inland. Long par 4 up the hill. Alright, so that bunker there is not a concern in terms of carrying. Looks like the fairway just kind of narrows a little bit. And it looks like the green wants you to come in from the right. So you do kind of have to take on the dunes a little bit if you want a good angle in there. So we'll just fast it into the left side of the fairway. All right. Long second shot in here. Green's kind of skinny and goes up into the, kind of benched into the hill there. I think we're just going to play for the back of the green probably. Hey there, Mr. Chef Jim. Well, looks like that we didn't quite get up there. Ball's probably rolling back on us. Yeah, it just caught the false front. So you got kind of a false front, a little sort of half tier. I think you can still run it up there though. I did come up short with a 3-wood, but I got pretty underpowered clubs. Nice view back to the clubhouse. That's a pretty cool looking green complex in the distance there. Wonder if that dune there was intentionally left unplanted or if it's just kind of one of those things you run out of time for. Oh, geez, we just jammed that through the break. All right, the old birdie double start. Okay, so this is the par 3 here. Another kind of Mackenzie-ish looking wild par 3 green. We've seen a number of those in this contest. Now, the pin's in the back, so maybe I just want to play a little bit to the right of it with a 9-iron. Yeah, it's just a little more. It's a little more realistic. Requires me to think a little bit more. I'm less likely to just kind of mindlessly bash it around. Okay, so serious back to front slope. That front left pin looks like it pretty tricky. Okay, long par 5, heading down the hill. So it looks like we're kind of going up and over this dune here into like kind of a little valley over there. Oh, no. Well, it is uphill overall, so maybe not. Oh, yeah. This is a three-shot par 5. Okay, so it looks like if we kind of like bail right here, you got a really awkward angle. Going left is really kind of gives you the better angle, but I'll have to hit like probably like a 5 iron or something if I play left, whereas I can out here I could probably hit like a hybrid, leave myself a pitch, especially with a hanging lie there. I'm not sure if I have a lot of faith in myself to hold that little sliver of fairway. So I think we're going to go ahead and try and carry that bunker. We got a red fast though. Attractive looking green site. No, we didn't quite carry it. Benched up in the hill there, into the sand dune. But yeah, I would say from what I've seen so far, I don't think I've really seen anything that seriously lacks polish. We'll kind of see how things unfold over the back nine. So another serious back to front green. We've had a number of elevated greens with false fronts now. So maybe it could have changed that up a little bit, but I mean on their whole, the first hole wasn't, but 2, 3, and 4 were. So I don't think that's that egregious or anything. Yeah, you clearly didn't have enough time for this, Maddie. This is clearly, I mean, this is almost auto gen. Okay, so kind of shortish par 4. If you bail right, looks like you got to hit like a blind shot over that little dune there. Looks great from the tee. Uh, Pin 3 high winds. That's what I'm on. No, it's not high winds, but pin 3 it is. Okay, so we got kind of a wraparound two-tiered green. So, we've seen some unusually shaped greens in this contest, and I've usually been kind of critical of them, but like I think this is an example of how to do this. Like there's a clear natural feature that you're wrapping around. Like it's like the dune was clearly there before the green was built, so it looks natural. The slopes don't look, you got some red slopes you can work off, but it's not like it doesn't look all that unnatural and abrupt. So yeah. All right, so that looks a little out of reach, that big bailout zone there. I think we just got to kind of play it up the left here. All right, this may not get all the way there, but we'll give it a try. Got some nice bunkers set into the hillside there. Okay, so this is how you do a green with a severe fall off. You see how it's like it's not the fall off isn't like uniform and abrupt, and it doesn't just go down to a flat spot down at the bottom, right? There's some areas that are a little more red slopey than others. There's a little bit of randomness to it. Love the fairway, well, the way the fairway is kind of draped over the hillside there. Okay, so now we got another three-shot par five. It looks like we're kind of gonna play just kind of in between these bunkers here. Yeah, no real need to hit three wood, I guess. I suppose if it's downwind, it's slightly downhill, so you can get there if you have the overpowered clubs. So I guess you kind of got to take on the bunkers on the right there, which look great. Um, and then that gives you like a little shot through this kind of slot between the dunes there. But we don't have that option. We're just going to have to play out to the left here, I think. But it looks like the fairway is going to slope hard to the left, and you have to deal with the trees there, perhaps, on your second shot. All right, looks like we caught the flat spot on the right side. So we can kind of work it around these trees here. I think we can get into this kind of fat of that fairway with a hybrid, so we'll do that, I think. It's going to leave us with an awkward distance though. Long skinny green with a little narrow shelf in the back there. So I guess we're just not making putts tonight. Okay, so we kind of got a little bit of a shoot here to hit through. This is a long par 4. I might have taken that pine tree out since it's like kind of blocking the sight line to the bunker there. And you know, it's long enough. I don't know if you need to make the tee shot too tricky. But we'll shape one around it. Well, we did kind of take the risky line there, and it looks like we almost made it up onto the flat. Not quite. If we had a longer driver, we would have gotten over that hill. Not a little long. Yeah, we got another kind of sideways boomerang here. That back left pin looks pretty menacing, especially given how long the hole is. I didn't even get a look at what the yardage was. 7,085. Interesting. I mean, the back nine's really short. Okay, so sort of mid-length par 3. Back out towards the ocean. I think we'll just kind of play for the middle of the green here. So this green is a little more kind of, lay of the land. It's not elevated so much. Okay. No, it's not out. That road's not out of bounds either. That's interesting, but obligatory boundary hole. It seems like every course has got to have one in this contest. So this kind of looks like, I guess this is kind of maybe your tribute to 9 at Cypress. Looks like the skinny green up in the dunes there. .332. Yeah, I think we might just lay up with like a 4-iron here and just wedge it up there, see what we get. So if you play left away from the road, you've got a, you got a blind shot over the dune there. Oh, if we found the little wing. Wow, that is dare I say this is a Matty from Canada green if I ever saw one. I think like kind of the gnarled, clumpy cypresses look pretty neat. I wonder if there's going to be any more trees like that on this course. I hope he doesn't overdo it on any of the holes with the trees. Okay. Oh, now we're starting to lean into the kind of the weird little winglets on the greens. All right, we'll go 3 wood here. Yeah, I'm curious what the slope, if there's a feeder slope in there. 236 to that little thing. Well, you got a little bit of a helping slope there, but not that much. All right. So we got kind of what looks like a wide open fairway, but you can see it slopes pretty hard left to right. And it's a long hole, so it kind of, makes sense to give us some room here to kind of aim it down the left and then let the land bring it to the right. The green kind of looks like it's sloped to accept, or it's shaped to accept a shot from the right. Yeah, I feel like, the Dream Team contest was about Swiss-themed courses. Uh, this contest seems to be all about the Mackenzie bunkers. We're kind of in between clubs here. I think we'll just play for the front of the green. Yeah, we got Justin in the house tonight. Can't think of a better way to spend your Friday night. Yeah, it was a little strong. All right, now we meet with the ocean. Yeah, I only had to play like a foot of break on that one. I like how this tee is like kind of up in the trees, and then you're playing out to the outcropping there. Doesn't look like you really used any. I guess you used some rocks down there, but not much. Looks good. I don't think the lob wedge is enough. I think we're gonna have to loft a sand wedge. This kind of feels like it's like a more downhill version of 15 at LA Country Club. Oh, wasn't enough. Like it's got that kind of boomerangy green. I mean, certainly, it has a bit of 15 at Cypress as well. I think you'd kind of this kind of feels like, maybe just the right amount of planting on the cliff. It's not overplanted, it's not like too barren. The way that bunker just sort of transitions into the like ice plant there looks great. Okay. So this kind of feels like maybe a kind of like a mashup of like 18 at Harbor Town and 17 at Cypress. I mean, this one's not a dog like 17 at Cypress is, but that little, island of gnarled cypresses surrounded by the sand reminds me of that. And then like kind of the way the fairway just kind of juts out there to the left reminds me of Harbor Town. In a way, it's almost like a channel template, except the fairway to the left here is way more generous than the one to the right. So I guess in that sense, it does feel like you're kind of maybe forcing me to play for a better angle here. I mean, you do really got to take it on to get a good angle, but like the right side just doesn't like it. I don't really see a reason to play to the right, which would give me a worse angle. It's downhill though, so you do have to kind of worry about running out of fairway there. So I can't. I do have to kind of take it over the trees, I think. Yeah, we managed to kind of find that little neck there. I guess with this short a shot, the angle isn't necessarily critical. I'm curious to see what the green's like. 7 feet. Another long, skinny green. I think we could watch that one again. Take in the scenery. Get a nice shot of the flag. Good. I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see the rest of the green anyway. Okay. So this kind of feels like our hole 8 tribute, maybe, like going around, doglegging around the dune. Short par 4, but not drivable. You kind of got to hit a blind tee shot around the dune there if you want to play aggressively. So I don't think we have as much room as it looks. So I think we gotta play over the right edge of the bunker there. Okay, so now we got this crazy looking par 5. I mean, so Maddie, I don't know, like you didn't include any Google Earth aerials showing like narrow strips of fairway on your inspiration course there, so I mean Tanner did it, but he showed his work, so he won't get docked points, but you didn't, so I think we got to dock you for that. Okay, so we can clear this I think easily. I'm curious what the thinking is behind just heavily treeing the right side there. I guess it's just because you have the road coming through. Because it feels like maybe it cuts off some longer views across the dunes, but well, we might go find that bunker there. Yep. And it looks like another tree bunker island there. Oh, I see. Ooh, whoa. Didn't realize we were living so dangerously there. Yeah, so this one definitely, I think, maybe you probably would have fine-tuned the sculpting here a little bit more if you didn't, have to design this one in such a hurry. Yeah, the green's got a little wing there. Yeah, you can kind of tell the fairway sculpting there was a bit rushed, and obviously, there's not quite as much planting going on the coastline here. It's like this can't decide if it wants to be a beach or a cliff, sort of. Although I could see this kind of being like an 18 pebble type coastline. I don't really have an issue with that. You probably just would have thrown down, maybe a few more, smaller rocks and things like that, but you did what you could. So would you say that like the earlier holes on the course were got more attention overall than the kind of the later ones, or are the like kind of the sort of less fully baked holes kind of scattered throughout the course? All right, so we got our long par 3 here across the cove. Yeah, the bunkering there looks great. And this hole's like 250 something, so you expect the green to be a little more sedate. All right, here we are. We make our way back up the hill. I don't know. I think you could have gone a little. You could have gone more overboard with the trees. I think you showed appreciable restraint. 393. Well, we're hitting driver here. It looks like we want to be kind of in the little alley before that tree there at 300. And it's up the hill into the wind a bit, so I think we should be okay with a driver. No, that's good. I mean, I think I've had, at this point, I've had my fill of dunes holes and cliff holes. This is something different. Ah, damn it. We took the branch. Oh, but it turned out fine. You got this very like segmented green. Yeah, I guess my question is there a way to get an angle on that pin? Can you drive it way left? I suppose you probably can. Yeah, I'm sure and I'm also sure you would have liked to have more time to kind of do up. Oh, sorry guys. I accidentally muted my headphones. I was saying that I think once you like fully polish the holes that need a little more work, I mean, I think this I think I liked the this better than 17 Mile Drive or 17 Mile Club, whatever you want to call it. I think that one's got like, that one's got like the probably has maybe better like grass planting and all that detail work, but I think I just felt I had a little more fun on this course than 17 Mile. So very, very well done. I shudder to think how dominant this course could have been if you had enough time to like completely finish it. But even still, I think it still feels very top tier to me in this contest. So I'm very, very glad and very, very grateful you were able to uh, let this course be a part of the contest. So, all right, so that does it for Calamity Bay. I'm gonna stick around and do another playthrough, so I'll just go ahead and start a new stream here. So I'll be back in a second.